A silken rug, unrolled in a dimly lit chamber in Alexandria, revealed a young woman. She possessed fierce intellect and unyielding resolve to Julius Caesar. She held the fate of a kingdom in her gaze, unaware of vast, shifting political currents. These would soon consume both their lives. Within 2 decades, her body would vanish. This sparked a search for her final resting place, enduring for millennia. Cleopatra vi Philopator was the last active monarch of Egypt's Ptolemaic kingdom. She reigned from 51 to 30 BC. Though famed for her beauty, her true power lay in her mind. It was as sharp as any blade forged in the ancient world. She was not ethnically Egyptian, but Macedonian Greek. She was a direct descendant of Ptolemy Soter. He was one of Alexander the Great's most trusted generals. He seized Egypt after the conqueror's death. Unlike her predecessors, Cleopatra mastered the Egyptian tongue. She was the first of her dynasty to do so. This was a testament to her profound understanding of diplomacy and cultural connection. Highly educated, she was fluent in as many as 9 languages. She was a political and economic strategist. For a time, she kept Egypt's independence intact. This occurred as the colossal shadow of Rome crept across the Mediterranean. Her story, as commonly told, culminates in a quiet act of suicide. This occurred by Aspen 30 BC. But for Dr. Kathleen Martinez, a dedicated archaeologist, this dramatic end was merely a prelude. It was a prelude to a monumental mystery. For 20 years, Kathleen has pursued the elusive resting place of Egypt's last queen. By 2025, this quest seemed poised for a significant breakthrough. Martinez's search led her to Taposiris Magna, a site largely overlooked by other scholars. This ancient city is situated about 30 miles outside Alexandria. Established by Ptolemy Philadelphus in 280 BC, Taposiris Magna was a sacred city. It was a center for the cult of Osiris, lord of the underworld. Within its ruins, Martinez focused her attention on a massive temple dedicated to Osiris. She believed it could hold Cleopatra's secret. Many archaeologists had dismissed this notion. They questioned why a queen of such stature would choose burial there. It was a remote, half-ruined city. Martinez approached the puzzle with the keen analytical mind of her former profession, criminal law. She delved into Cleopatra's psychology and spiritual convictions. Cleopatra, Martinez posited, was not merely seeking a conventional grave in the bustling capital. She saw herself as the living embodiment of the goddess Isis. To ensure her immortality and reunite with Mark Antony in the afterlife, a sacred ritual burial was paramount. This, Martinez argued, necessitated interment within a temple dedicated to Osiris. Osiris was Isis's mythical husband. It echoed their divine story of love, loss, and resurrection. Cleopatra, she theorized, would have orchestrated a secret transfer of their bodies. This was to be to this sacred ground. Before Martinez's arrival, Taposiris Magna was considered a minor religious outpost. It was far from the grand imperial stage. But in 2022, her team made a startling discovery. A tunnel was carved deep into the bedrock, some 60 feet beneath the temple. It stretched for nearly 300 feet, but its purpose remained unclear, seemingly leading nowhere. Though 27 tombs, 10 mummies, and 2 gilded mummies were unearthed nearby, Cleopatra remained hidden. Yet, Martinez observed something crucial. The tunnel was filled with seawater. Its trajectory pointed directly towards the coast. This suggested the tomb, if not beneath the temple, might lie beyond it, swallowed by the sea. Calling upon the expertise of deep sea explorer Bob Ballard, known for his discovery of the Titanic, Martinez launched a new phase of her investigation. In 2025, with the assistance of the Egyptian Navy, sonar scans of the Borg El Arab coastline revealed not just artifacts, but an entire sunken port. This immense discovery suggested Taposiris Magna was far larger and more significant than previously understood, functioning as a vital maritime trading hub, not just a religious center. Between 320 and 3003 AD, a series of severe earthquakes had caused vast sections of the Egyptian coastline, including parts of Taposiris Magna and the city of Thonis, Heracleion, to descend into the Mediterranean. Ballard's initial surveys uncovered colossal columns, anchors, and scattered remnants, portraying a city frozen in a moment of geological upheaval. Martinez now postulates that Cleopatra's body was covertly brought to this port after her death. From there, priests would have transported her through a hidden underground passage, perhaps the very tunnel Martinez found, connecting the harbor directly to a secret vault beneath the temple of Osiris. The pieces of the puzzle, Martinez believes, are slowly aligning, pointing to a secret the Mediterranean has guarded for centuries. Beyond the mystery of her tomb lies another enduring question. What did Cleopatra truly look like? For centuries, her image has been shaped by Roman propaganda, and later, by the lens of Hollywood. Plutarch, writing a century after her death, suggested her true allure transcended mere physical beauty, residing in her captivating voice, keen intellect, and mastery of languages. Cleopatra's alliance with Julius Caesar in 48 BC began under circumstances. This was more akin to a political maneuver than a passionate romance. Caesar, then 52, arrived in Alexandria pursuing his rival Pompey. Cleopatra, 21 and exiled by her brother, husband Ptolemy II, saw an opportunity. Smuggled into Caesar's presence within a large leather sack, she captivated him with her charisma. He soon supported her claim, restoring her to power. This was after defeating Ptolemy Exta in the Battle of the Nile. Their two-month cruise down the Nile celebrated their partnership. It also marked the birth of their son, Ptolemy Caesar, known as Caesarion. After Caesar's assassination, Cleopatra returned to Egypt, later forming an 11-year alliance with Mark Antony. She met him, as Plutarch described, on a magnificent golden pleasure barge. Cleopatra was adorned as the goddess Venus during their meeting. She was a shrewd political operator, using her divine image. This secured her throne and protected Egypt from Rome's growing influence. The archaeological record offers a mixed view of her appearance. Coins minted during her reign sometimes depict a woman with a prominent aquiline nose. They also show her with a strong chin, or a more idealized, goddess-like form. Archaeologist Andrew Kenrick notes that ancient statues and coins were often projections of power. They served as propaganda, rather than precise likenesses. The aquiline nose on her coinage was a dynastic signature. It proclaimed her legitimacy as a true Ptolemy. Issuing joint coins with Mark Antony, she adopted the Roman artistic style of verism. She portrayed herself as his equal, a seasoned ruler. Cleopatra was not merely a beautiful consort. Martinez's recent discovery at Taposiris Magna was a small white marble statue. It was adorned with a diadem and a distinctive nose. This could be a true likeness of Cleopatra, found alongside a limestone statue of a king and a hoard of 337 coins. This proximity lends weight to her optimism. Dr. Zahi Hawass, a former Egyptian minister, used the statue with skepticism. He suggests its style aligns with Roman traditions post-Cleopatra. The Egyptian ministry also noted it could represent another Ptolemaic princess. With only a handful of accepted official portraits, a definitive standard remains elusive. Perhaps the closest we came to understanding Cleopatra's appearance. It was through the purported remains of her half-sister, Arsinoe IV. A skeleton was discovered in 1929 in a grand burial monument at Ephesus, Turkey. It was long believed to be Arsinoe, Cleopatra's half-sister. Arsinoe was exiled and assassinated by Mark Antony in 41 BC at Cleopatra's behest. In 2009, a BBC documentary explored these remains, suggesting potential insights into Cleopatra's DNA. However, a 2025 re-examination yielded a stunning revelation. A University of Vienna team used advanced micro-CT scans and DNA analysis. The skull did not belong to a young royal woman. It was an 11-year-old Roman boy with severe growth abnormalities. The mystery of Arsinoe's final resting place endures, as does the quest for Cleopatra's. One tangible piece of Cleopatra's own hand exists, the Papyrus of Cleopatra. It is dated February 23, 33 BC, and displayed at the Egyptian Museum of Berlin. This royal decree exempts a Roman citizen from paying export fees on Egyptian wheat. It grants him privileges for his ships and animals. At its foot, a single Greek word, nesto, meaning so be it. Many believe it to be her signature, written in a different hand. While evidence is compelling, absolute proof remains out of reach without other samples. This offers a fleeting glimpse into the monarch's official life. Another site of intense archaeological interest lies beneath the waves near Alexandria, Cleopatra's sunken palace. Built on the island of Anarhados in the 1st century BC, it was a pinnacle of Ptolemaic grandeur. It boasted mosaics and vast columns. It was Cleopatra's royal residence and political heart, where she met world leaders. A severe earthquake and tsunami in 365 AD caused the island and the palace to slide. The structures sank into the Mediterranean Sea. For centuries, Anarhados was considered mythical until marine archaeologist Frank Gaudio discovered its ruins. This discovery occurred in the early 1990s, alongside the lost city of Thonis, Heracleion. Gaudio's team uncovered colossal statues and architectural elements. Notably, they found the granite head of Caesarion, Cleopatra and Caesar's son. Within these submerged ruins, in 2008, Gaudio found a curious piece of pottery. It was a cup inscribed with "Through Christ the Magician." It dated to the 1st century AD. This inscription is a testament to the religious syncretism of ancient Alexandria. Paganism, Judaism, and nascent Christianity converged there. It may be the oldest extra-biblical reference to Jesus Christ. Its presence in Cleopatra's palace raises profound questions about the blending of beliefs. It highlights the potent mysticism of the era. Despite these intriguing discoveries, many Egyptologists remain skeptical of Taposiris Magna. Dr. Zahi Hawass, for example, doubts it as Cleopatra's burial site. After collaborating with Martinez for a decade, Hawass concluded no evidence connected Cleopatra. There was no connection found for Mark Antony to the temple. He now believes Cleopatra's tomb was built adjacent to her palace on Anarhados. This site is now submerged and potentially beyond recovery. It is lost due to millennia of coastal erosion and looting. Hawass's pragmatism stems from a larger reality. None of the tombs have ever been found. This includes the 15 Ptolemaic rulers. This enduring absence fuels the theory that Cleopatra might have been laid to rest. She, like her predecessors, might be alongside Alexander the Great. This would be within a vast, undiscovered mausoleum in Alexandria, a monument equally lost to time and the shifting earth. The search continues, a testament to Cleopatra's undiminished power to fascinate. Whether her tomb lies within the sandy depths near Taposiris Magna, or beneath the waters of her sunken palace, or within a shared mausoleum yet to be found, the quest for Egypt's last queen illuminates human curiosity and the profound weight of history.